Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We're gonna start today with the 1 hour chart here to see of course what happened for Bitcoin, what it might happen in the next few hours for today. I would like to mention that this video is sponsored by MEXC, celebrating the 7 years with massive bonuses. Check the link below. And of course, yesterday we were at this price action where we took the 886. We said, of course, we're still looking to take the high soon or later. And here we go. The price is moving toward the upside impulsively. Now, is this a wave 5? Is going to end soon as an ending diagonal? Or is it forming a 1 2 1 2 and then 3 4 5 4 5 toward the upside? We're gonna see what's going on in this area, but basically all what you want to see here is the high taken. Well, preferably of course to take here the 1.618, also taken from this 1-2 in case of course you have a big wave 1-2 and you're looking for a wave 3, 4 and a 5, because this is exactly what we are looking at, unless of course this transforms to a wave B again and looking for a wave C towards the downside with a 1-to-1 fib level, meaning A, B, and C. This is your bearish scenario in case this happen. However, low possibility, of course, we still want to take the high to see what's going on. But even if we take the high, it can transform to an expanding flat. Don't forget this. So you can have, of course, 3 waves down, 3 waves up as an expanding flat, and then moving for a wave C. Of course, the target is gonna change as well. It's gonna transform to 1.618, which is even deeper than this. On the 4-hour chart, to explain a little bit the next scenarios and what it might happen, of course, for the next price action. So in case we move toward the upside here, we take the high, the blue box. Don't forget that, of course, in this case scenario, you can finish, of course, you can have finished a 1 2 3 4 5 impulse toward the upside, which it can unfold, of course, an A, B, and a C as small zigzag. And it can, of course, transform this into a flat and another 3 waves toward the downside. And of course, it can be 3 waves up or an impulse toward the upside. It doesn't matter. This is, of course, your wave B, right? Which it has to reach, of course, this blue box at 0.618 minimum time, which is, of course, around the 27 May. And we need, of course, time to range here. For the wave B, as I mentioned before, the wave B can be anything, zigzag, flat, triangle, or WX and a Y. This is the first option where you have a formation of a wave A. Now, after this wave, if we are looking for this wave 1 rather than a wave A, that means you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Kind of an impulse toward the upside, very close to take the high, right? Now, if it takes the high even, don't forget that we have a bull run here as a wave 4, right? Which is, of course, very late in time, but still can unfold. You can check this in the deep analysis playlist, the latest deep analysis video. You can find this scenario there. A wave 4 still in the bull run might be playing here. It might take, of course, the all-time high still. And then, of course, moving towards the downside for a new bear market. So this was not our bear market in this case scenario, only if we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 taking the all-time high. This is the first scenario as bullish, of course. Now, if we have another scenario formation here for a wave 1, you get a wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5, failing to take the high, meaning, okay, we're still in the bearish market because we did not get any new all-time high, right? Therefore, there is, of course, a potential here for a formation of 3 waves toward the downside, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, overshooting wave 5, the new all-time high. And then, of course, finishing a zigzag, 3 waves toward the upside. And this, of course, is a big formation of a big expanding flat, for example, which is at the same time a bear market, taking the all-time high with a very huge zigzag toward the upside, of course, claiming that this is a bull run continuation after an impulse correction impulse, finishing in 3 waves and moving toward the downside for a massive wave C. And you are still, of course, in a bear market. How much beautiful would it be that you are in a bear market and you get a new all-time high? That's insane, right? So, of course, this is one possibility, guys, that it might happen. Of course, one of the of the 5 possibilities that it might happen. Don't forget that there is a lot of other possibilities that it might unfold, but I'm just mentioning this because it is possible. After, of course, 3 waves down, 3 waves up as an expanding flat is very, very possible. So these are the most scenario right now. Now, of course, rather than having a zigzag, as we mentioned, you can have just simply a bigger flat somehow like this. You can have simply a triangle. You can have many other shapes, guys. This is what I want to mention. Currently, as we said, of course, on the micros, we would like to see, of course, a finished structure for a wave 5 here. So we would like to see a 3, 4, and a 5 finishing, of course, around the 1.618 would be preferably for this scenario where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least the 1.618. Now, if we want to take also in confluence the target for wave 5 here from the wave 1, and based on the wave 3 here, we have the following target: wave 5 over wave 1. Oh, we already have it, guys, in the blue zone. We already have it, sorry. It is in the blue zone. So preferably, because of course, yeah, wave 3 anyway should hit the 1.618 taken from this 1, 2, then having 4 and a 5 towards the upside. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin for the daily analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.